for the Metal Gods Meltdown, and today I am joined by.
Harley Riley.
It's great to be chatting to you today. I love the album. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Serpent Cycle. It get released in a few days. Are you getting really excited now? As the imminent release?
Yeah, 2 more days and then it will be released as the window thing falls down. Sorry. Sorry about the glare, everybody.
It's cool.
Yeah, so it comes out in 2 days. We're really excited about it.
Where did you draw your inspiration and ideas for your new album, The Serpent Cycle? I mean, I think it's fantastic. If I was totally new to your band, which track from the new album, The Serpent Cycle, would you play me to introduce me to Hyperia?
It's kind of hard to say because, every song has its own flair. So depending on what kind of what your background in metal is, it would really depend. Like, for instance, Trapped in Time is like more singy than other songs, like more actual clean vocals, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of like a old school sounding singing style, and then the riffs are as well. And then also I'm just trying to think. I would say just the title track in general would be a good one to just start with. Just kind of gets the whole idea of who we are as a band.
Cool. Well, I'm an old school thrasher, and like I remember when Megadeth, Metallica, and all that released their first album, Show My Age. I think this is like back there, but with a modern twist, which I think is fantastic. Automatic, Thrash Machine, and Deathbringer are my favorite tracks. I love it. Cool. It's proper 80s thrash induced mayhem with a little bit of death metal there as well. I love that. I love the style of it. It's cool. It's really cool. And I've got to say, the version of Hearts Crazy on You, that's like 1975 that was released. That song, that's mad. I mean, you're still youngish, a lot younger than me. Why that song?
Well, Colin is actually the one that picked it, but we love, obviously those songs are timeless, right?
Yeah.
Even the last album we did, ABBA. So these are timeless songs. I think it's a lot of fun to take those songs and recreate them with a different sound, like a more metal sound. With the Heart song, it's a little bit slower when you're actually listening to it, like the actual song, and to speed it up and have a little bit of grit to the vocals and just creates a whole new thing for it, and it's a lot of fun to do. So that's kind of why we picked it.
So will you be releasing any more tracks from the album video wise?
No, there's the 3 singles. So we got the Automatic Thrash Machine music video, and then we got the Serpent Cycle music video. So yeah, nothing else to release. And then we did a lyric video for Prophet of Deceit, which is a lot of fun. It's inspiration.
Yeah.
So I would say, a lot of times it's like personal experiences, right? Like writing is like it's like a therapy, right?
Yeah.
So, I've been kind of like mentally deep diving into my childhood and just taking a look at how people are when they raise you, the people around you, how they react to situations, and just trying to help me not necessarily make the same mistakes, but be able to recognize that in my life. And so that's why it was easy for me to write about the songs, because, in my childhood, I had it's kind of crazy. I feel like a lot of people growing up in a religious home that kind of escaped that, or cultish home that escaped that. Not to say that it's always bad, but my experience, I noticed there's a lot of narcissists in religion. Control, like people who want to have a lot of control, and they just can't see past, even if you show them proof of something, they can't see past it. And so a lot of the and not even religion, just people in general, right?
Yeah, like a click.
Can't be wrong. And what I've noticed in life is when you start admitting you're wrong, that's when you start doing things right.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of wanted to write about that just to kind of inspire people to look inward on a deeper level. And then obviously we have those fun thrash songs, Automatic Thrash Machine.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, so that one is kind of fun. We played a show at this place in Vancouver called the Astoria. And John, the new bass player, and I, or JP, we call him, we were just going to get some money to go get some drinks or whatever at the ATM. And I was just like, hey man, you're gonna get some thrash cash? And he's like, oh yeah. And then he's like, oh wait, ATM? And I was like, oh. And we were both like, Automatic Thrash Machine. That's so perfect for a song title. So
yeah, man.
I was like, that's definitely gonna be the part. So that kind of came after it was written, like the guitar work and everything like that. But,
really? Well, back in the day when I had long hair, it'd been a total mosh fest for me, but I'm a bit old now for that, you know. But
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to go back to covers. Is there a thrash song that you wish you had written?
A thrash song I wish I wrote?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't think so. Like, in the sense of
like I don't know, Master of Puppets, them all, like that. Exodus, Toxic Waltz, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, for me, I don't know if I wish to write anything that's already been done, you know, just because it's like, that's not me.
Yeah.
Right. But there are amazing songs that obviously influence what we write.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think. I'm always really bad at coming up with song names on like the top of my head.
Right.
So much going on in my head. I write music. I'm not really like a metalhead buff.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, she's a poser. but I respect all of the people that write that music. But I think I would never wish for anything. It's like looking back at life and having regrets, right? I shouldn't have any. I should just learn from it.
Learn and look forward, learn and go forward, definitely. I love the album cover as well. Here's the full package. That would actually make a stunning 3D tattoo. Would he be getting one? You should do it.
Maybe an Ouroboros tattoo, like of the snake.
Absolutely.
That would be cool to get like as a band, but who knows? We'll see. Still fresh.
Absolutely. There's not really that many female singers that do the thrash genre, and it's so refreshing to see as well. It's different. I mean, that's like a unique selling point, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, we shouldn't have to sell it because of this and that. But reality of things is that there are differences in the world, and you know, right now, looking back in history, it's like we weren't allowed to vote, and people thought that was strange at first, right? And so now it's starting to be like, okay, women are starting to be in, because metal wasn't always, there was always women, you know, playing it, but it wasn't as much. It was more of a gentleman's club kind of thing.
Definitely.
So now I think it's just so fresh that it is a selling point, you know. It's something, and then women are going to gain their confidence by seeing other women do it. And I feel like we're going to do just as well as men in the industry once we have that confidence as a gender. It's just hard because there's still stigma and stuff like that. So regardless, it is a selling point, but it's also like people are going to comment on it and be like, oh, I found it funny. Like I know I still sound like a woman when I sing in certain parts or whatever, but I remember seeing comments on my video, this guy is really good. And it's like, okay, well, and then there's sometimes where I'm like, if I put a music in front of someone, don't tell them it's me. Just let them listen. I feel like if I told them before there was a female singer, they would have kind of a judgment attached to that.
Yeah.
depending on who you are. Right?
Sad that exists, doesn't it, still? But yeah, I mean, let's say going back to the 80s, I think when I first got into metal, it was Lita Ford, metal hard rock, Lita Ford, Lee Aaron, Pat Benatar.
Oh, I love Lita.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And so like now, just so many amazing like Arch Enemy, Delane, etc. Okay, going back to the album, would it be we having a release party and are the plans to like live stream it so we can see it in the UK?
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that we're recording it.
Right.
I'm not sure if we're live streaming. It would be in the morning in the UK.
That's all right. It's in the evening, can you tell?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we are recording it. I don't know for sure if we can make it live or not, if we have the technology, but you'll be able to see it after, and that is on December 15th.
Okay.
In Vancouver. And yeah, it should be a really good show. Unfortunately, because of the logistics of everything and new members and that, it won't be the entire new album.
Right.
But it'll still be a good show and you'll still get to see a lot of the new stuff.
Fantastic. And of course, with the internet and everything, I mean, have you got a lot of fans in Europe or is it still sort of growing from Canada?
I think we have a lot of fans in Europe. We've been wanting to tour, like we had a tour planned back in 2020, but that obviously didn't work out. But it's hard to like find context to like book the tour, right? I think we're going through that. But yeah, we have a lot of fans in Europe, so hopefully they can watch it. And regardless if it's live or not, it will be available to those fans.
Sure. That's amazing. So talking about touring then, which band would be your ultimate touring buddies?
I would say Cree6.
So.
And if I'm pronouncing that right, I love them. And then see who else. Yeah, no, that's my number one. But I don't know. The other guys obviously will have like maybe Municipal Waste. Obviously, it'd be cool to like tour with Iron Maiden or something crazy, but
yeah, that'd be amazing. Okay, so going back in time, then, what was the first album you ever bought? You be honest with this, if you know.
First album I ever bought.
Yeah.
I do remember. I'm trying to remember because I was kind of like not exposed to a lot of things as a kid.
Right. Well, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Like early teenagers, and whenever I snuck things in, I don't really remember. There's a lot of like PTSD and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
Just trying to think. I think AC/DC. I think that was the first one.
Right.
Now that I'm like really going through it, yeah.
Right. When you're out on the road, I mean, obviously I don't know Canada. I've never been. I want to go one day. I'd love to go. I don't know if I can handle the flight. I can do 4 hours on a plane, but Canada's absolutely huge. I think we can fit the UK into Canada about 4 or 5 times. So the cities are obviously massively far apart. Is it easy to get around touring? I mean, from Vancouver to, I don't know, that's by the States, isn't it? So Vancouver to Calgary and places like that. Is it 8-hour drives or what's it like?
Calgary's about 10 to 13 hours, depending. So it's not easy to tour in Canada. I don't know why we keep doing it. But yeah, we do want to. We're in the process of getting contacts. I had some contacts in the UK before because we were supposed to go there.
Right. Okay.
But I'll have to look them up again. But hopefully, we'll do 2024 if everything works out.
I mean, hopefully, Belgium. If you get over to Belgium, Germany, and that's so much compact and so much easier to tour. Definitely Belgium, my favorite country.
Well, I know Belgium. Why is Belgium your favorite?
My favorite country for festivals and that, and the beer and the food's fantastic. You've got Alcatraz, you've got like Wacken in Germany, which is the next country over, but it's all quite close. There's so many other different festivals, and then you've got France. I mean, yeah, Hellfest is like a bit further into France, but it's all accessible. Probably is 8 hours, but
Yeah. So I know with the UK, when we planned it before, we had to get visas and stuff.
Oh, it's a bit of a nightmare.
but it's not that bad because we have a contact that does it for us.
Cool.
So
Okay.
we just pay them and then
Yeah.
get it taken care of.
Yeah. Just handle the stress.
Shouldn't be too hard. I hope they're still doing it. I think they are.
All right. And so when you're on the road, who has the most annoying habit?
Annoying habit. I don't know. I'm pretty like zen when it comes to things. I worked hard at that. Not being annoying. Just trying to think. The fact that I can't think of anything is probably me that has the most annoying habits. I don't know what they are, but
all right.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty like we're very good at communicating. So if anything bugs us like right away, like not in a mean way, but we're just like we don't let it get to us. Like you know how people let things build up.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just like, hey, like this is how I'm feeling, you know.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but you know, let me know. That kind of approach. But yeah, I think we all work, even with the new members, we all work really well together, and don't get in on each other's nerves too much because there's a ton of communicating.
So that's what you need. That's brilliant. All right. So you've been going since 2018. What would you say has been your favorite show that you've ever played so far with Hyperia?
So far,
yeah.
I think Soulfly and Toxic Holocaust was really awesome.
Right.
Play with them.
And when I ask bands this, there's like loads normally. So what's been the most disastrous show you've ever played?
They're at disastrous.
Yeah.
Okay, one of our shows, the mics, all of the mics just randomly stopped working. The sound guy I don't know what he was doing. But it was turned into a positive, like, because luckily it was like the last song. And so everything stopped working. I'm like, and then I just said, fuck it. I don't know if I can swear on this, but and then I jumped in, I just crowd surfed. I just jumped into the crowd.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Why not? Right. So if there was a thrash song about yourself, what would it be called?
About myself?
Yeah, what would you call it?
Super humble. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's good.
No. Just kidding. About myself. All the songs are kind of about myself.
Yeah, I know, but like
not me physically.
Think of a title.
Like
I don't know.
The psychosomatic song is about me because of a lot of health issues I had and people not listening,
right?
And figuring it out on my own. So, but it's not that I am psychosomatic. It's just that people assume you are, that you're just making it up in your head and stuff like that. But let's see, if I were gonna make a song about me, so personal.
I know, sorry.
No, it's like when you're at an interview and they're like, what is your weakness? I would call it Fireball.
Cool.
Because I love Fireball.
Yeah.
And I like partying with my friends, doing shots. I have this weird thing where it's like, I feel like doing shots releases endorphins.
Right.
The cheersing part of it is like really awesome. You don't even need the alcohol. It's just like
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Like the adrenaline rush sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one. Can you give me 3 words to describe Hyperia?
3 words.
Yeah.
Hyper, hysteria. And so yeah, that's the combination of it. Like, because we're just like very fast going hyper hysteria, and that is that's the name Hyperia.
Yeah.
But then I would also say fun.
Oh yeah.
We write serious songs, but we're a pretty laid back band when it comes to not taking ourselves too seriously. And but yeah.
Brilliant. So then, can you tell us why we should check out and listen to Serpent's Cycle?
Maybe a little bit biased, but I'm pretty proud of it in the sense of like creativity in each song. Keeps you for me, I feel like each song is a little bit different, so it keeps things interesting. It's like almost like a story to be told, the whole album. Yeah, and we just put our heart and soul into it. So we hope that everybody likes it as much as we do.
Okay. All right, so it's just the final bit. It's 5 questions, so it's either or either. So the first one is vinyl or digital?
Vinyl or digital? We want to do vinyl really bad, but we're just having issues right now with it. So I would say vinyl. Eventually, if we can figure it out.
Festival or small intimate gig?
Small intimate gig for me.
Saints or sinners?
Saints. No, I'm just kidding. Sinners all the way, because they're the most real.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you prefer bears or mooses?
Bears.
Okay, and the final one is Voivod or Anvil?
Voivod.
Brilliant. Well, I want to thank you so much for your time. And again, congratulations on the album. Hopefully you will get over to the UK or over into mainland Europe. Wish you all the best for the rest of the day. Do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers and listeners?
Thank you so much for tuning in, and we really hope you like the new album. Please check out our old music. We hope to see you on the road sometime soon.